As an arbiter of this law, with whole knowledge of historical jurisprudence in this country, race must always be considered a variable.
You have precious time, Miss Keating. I suggest that you don't waste it by making arguments you've already made.
These are not my words, Justice Strickland. They're yours. You wrote them in your 1985 ruling in Bryant v. Topeka, an equal protection case dealing with the state housing lottery program. Racism is built in this country's DNA. And as long as we turn a blind eye to the pain of those suffering in its oppression, we will never escape those origins. The only safeguard people of colour have in this country is the right to a defence, and we won't even give them that. Which means that the promise of civil rights was never fulfilled. Due to the failure of our justice system, our public defence system, in particular, Jim Crow is alive and kicking. Laws that made it illegal for blacks and whites to be buried in the same cemetery. They categorize people in quadrooms and after wounds, and then they punish a black person for seeking medical attention in a white hospital. Some may claim that slavery has ended, but tell that to the inmates that are kept in cages and told they have no rights at all. People like my client Nathaniel Leahy and millions of people like him, they're relegated to a subclass of human existence in our prisons. There is no alternative to this case. There is no other option. To decide against my plaintiff is to decide a line in providing prison owners funding over providing basic defense to those who live in them. Is that the America that this court really wants to live in? Where money is more important than humanity, where criminality is confused with mental health. The Sixth Amendment was ratified in 1791. It's been 226 years since then. Let's finally guarantee its rights to all of our citizens.